something else! That's it! That's all we want!
What is the tea? The girls are fighting! No! The girls are fighting!
Do something! Do something!
Now check that.
Now check that. You're getting good with the pushing of the drops and remixing them and stuff to start and finish and shit. I see you.
Oh.
And hello to the what he say, restless crowd. This is episode 188 of the Everything and Inside podcast. I'm another Talk Your Shit Tuesday. I am just Jer with
The Lucky Laugh.
And why do my look fuzzy? Do I need to clean it?
What? Your what?
Maybe that's just my YouTube connection. Let's just not. Now I feel like it's gonna look smudged.
Oh, now it look worse. I don't know what you just did, but it looked fine before.
That's what I said. I said it probably look worse now because I caught myself wiping where the actual camera is.
Listen, the nap was real.
The nap was. You talk about your nap. I'm going to get some Windex.
Okay. The nap was real. I don't know what y'all want me to say. I set the fucking alarm. I don't know why the alarm didn't work. Now I feel like it was a dream that I even set the fucking alarm. I looked at my, list of alarms, and it's as if I never even set an alarm. And I'm like, well, I always set an alarm. I have the same alarm. I wake up at the same time from my after work nap every day. It's literally 6:20 is when I wake up from my after work nap, my post work nap. So I don't understand why it's not even here. Like, this shit is nuts. I apologize. Just Jer here with the Lucky Laugh. Episode 188. We have a lot to get to. Y'all, love is not in the air.
At all.
Love is not in the air. I don't know what to tell y'all. I'm glad I don't base my relationships off anything in Hollywood, because I don't believe none of these hoes in Hollywood. I don't care how long I knew you. In some of these relationships, it's been a long time, We a little sad about a few of them. Let's get into RIPs real quick. I think I have one RIP that comes to mind. This one hurt me. Yeah. This one hurt me because when the encore was coming on BET, I would come on the pod and tell y'all about the encore on BET, and I thought it was great. I love watching women in music, all the behind the scenes shit. I just love all the behind the scenes shit because no one ever really captures that and throw it in a TV show. And I thought it was genius to put these egotistical women all in one fucking house, from prior groups that I don't want to say failed, but
didn't capitalize or they didn't flourish to their full potential. We'll go there.
Exactly. So, rest in peace to Irish from 702. This kind of hurt my feelings. It's like, we really not gonna get that reunion tour. So
yeah, I had no idea that they were sisters. So that was just brought them up.
Everybody wanna
Not the sound on my phone. Ghetto. Sorry, I had to go to our chat. I don't think there's no other. Ain't no other RP. Our thoughts and prayers though are with a young lady who I didn't send it. I didn't send it. What? Now I don't even know the basketball player's name. No, we was talking about it. We was talking about it in the car. Maybe since we talked about it, I didn't send it. I think that's what happened. Oh no, I did send it. Yay, yay. So our thoughts and prayers are with Kelvin Porter Jr.'s girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all get into this because this is some wild shit. And I'm paraphrasing. I was not there. You know me, I give y'all the black version of the story. He go out, he lit, he stay out longer than what he say he is. She lock up the hotel room so he can't get in. He calls security, drunk and shit. They get him in his room. He proceeds to beating her ass while she's asleep. She says she woke up to him punching her or strangling her or both. So he was arrested in New York City for assault after fracturing his girlfriend's neck vertebrae and bruising her. I think it was a teammate that was there. Apparently, they were asleep. Yeah, didn't stop attacking her until she ran into the hallway covered in blood. When his teammate woke up, he punched him in the face with a closed fist. Oh no, I'm sorry, that's his girlfriend name. He cut her right eye. He beat her up. So here's thoughts and prayers to this young lady. We do not condone violence at EDSP LLC unless it is on the Zeus network and you are getting a check for it.
The Lucky Lab doesn't condone it then either. I mean, I just look. You can do other things.
Yeah, I definitely look. I don't condone
I
violence
just look,
either, but
but
I figure if you're gonna be out here fighting, at least get paid for it. That's how I look at it.
then fucking join wrestling. Like, just be a wrestler. UFC.
Speaking of wrestling, so pause on the story. Speaking of wrestling, did you see that The Rock made an appearance?
Yes.
I lost my shit.
Listen, I was
when I
crying.
saw
We
that
was
clip.
crying. We was both crying in the bed. Literally.
Oh my god, I was so pumped. I told my homie JD, shout out to JD, because he be streaming wrestling on his YouTube channel and stuff. If The Rock come back, yeah, face J. If The Rock come back to wrestling, start watching it again. And baby, that people's elbow, iconic. But I didn't realize how corny it was. It's literally him kicking some people's legs and him bouncing. It didn't just hit him with an elbow. But it was so lit back in the day. Especially when he actually bounced over him like more than twice to build up the anticipation of that elbow. Oh my God. But anyways, back to the story. Here's my thing. Once again, we do not condone violence. We definitely don't condone men putting their hands on women. How do I word this? Effect. So when you do something, something is going to happen based upon what you did. And the way it's described in this story that I found about it, let's just call it think a thing. This probably was not his first time putting his hands on this young lady or on a young lady in the past. He was already out drinking all night in New York City. You are in New York City on his dime in his hotel room that's in his name on his card. I'm just assuming because she could be doing these things. It could have been in her name, but if that was the case, security wouldn't have let him in. So as his girlfriend that may or may not already be getting beat and abused, you chose to lock him out of the hotel room and stay in said hotel room and go to sleep in that same hotel room. She knew what was going to happen, and she set him up for this to happen. And I don't know if I'm mad at her, because you should be keeping your hands to yourself. But oh, he used to play for the Cavs, Fat? Well, I'm glad they dodged that bullet. That's all I'm saying, because the sis wouldn't have locked him out in his drunkenness. Vertebrae wouldn't be cracked. Damn, you gotta be choking somebody hard as fuck to break their neck.
Yeah.
That's wild. But yeah, thoughts and prayers to her. Like, how was your
It was all right. Not too bad. I went to see one of my favorite bands of all time. Shout out to the Mars Volta. I had a great time. Look, you know what? Story
How
time.
was
Let's do
it?
it. Let's do it. Let me
story
let me
time
go
with
let me go to the
Lucky
table.
Lab?
Let me go to the table real quick and get my cones. Hold on. Because I forgot my cones.
Go get your supplies. While she is getting her supplies, Cleveland is one of the best tipping cities in America. Shout out to Cleveland for tipping our waiters and waitresses.
So guys, I got buy one get one free tickets to the Mars Volta.
Wow.
I literally $80 for the both of us to go see him. I was excited as fuck. I'm like, okay,
I know
you
were.
really wanted me to go. Because didn't I say
Mhm.
multiple times, I'm like, I just got to find the money. They found it for me. Look at God. Listen,
Hey God, won't he do it?
my God. We go in there. I already know from not only the fact that they are a progressive rock band, so I already know it ain't gonna be too many blacks in there, which I'm cool. I'm cool with that. I have no problem with that. I've never had a problem with that. We do this thing where we walk in and we count how many black people are there. I kid you not. As soon as we walked
Same.
in, the person at the metal detector, she was like, she said she had to double check where she was because she seen two bad bitches walk in. Now I wasn't wearing nothing like that. Like I wasn't wearing nothing like that.
She wanted to be the third, huh?
But she said, she literally looked around and she was like, I thought we were at the Beyonce concert when you walked in. I was like, bitch, now you trying it. Like, I don't know what you see, but I'll take the compliment. We walk in there, we get our drinks. You know, I only need one because all that standing around and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Give me one drink and one water. I got my with me and I'm good. Like, I'm cool.
That's all you need at the concert. Drink before.
Upon walking in, you know, me and her, we always the 1 and 2. We two. I walk in, I see a half. I see a 0.5. He don't really count. And you can tell when they count.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell if you
like
really
if some
fuck
shit
with your
pop off and it's us against them, you gonna be
you gonna be with them.
you ain't gonna take off running.
So
and then it's something
when
that
I can't tell exactly. So when I can't tell, I put you at the 0.5. So boom, 2.5. We find a little place to stand. I look up, I see some chick. And she got her Nightmare Before Christmas sweater and her Doc Martens. I was like, oh, you doing it the black but white but black way? I like that. I know all this shit came from Hot Topic, bitch. I know exactly where you went.
All of it.
All of it. And I'm with it. Cool. That's 3.5. That was it. And I seen a little, another 0.5, but we ain't gonna count them because
We ain't no rounding it up this time, huh?
We're not rounding it up. So a solid 3.5 black people at the Mars Volta concert. When I tell you, the gentleman that was with, we just gonna call her Nightmare Before Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
The gentleman, the Caucasian gentleman that was with the Nightmare Before Christmas walked up to us. And he was like, can I say something to you? And I know this is going to sound weird. I'm like, in my 35 years of life, there is nothing that any white man can walk up to me to say that might sound weird. I've heard it all before in my lifetime. And you know what? The chick I'm with, she done heard it too. She done been in the mountains with the whites. I can't do it. I don't do that. She been kayaking with them. She been camping with them. I'm not doing all that. We can go downtown to public places, but like not
in the wilderness.
In the wilderness, you got me
baby.
fucked up. First of all, I'm not an outside person by far at all. So I'm already out. You see what I'm saying? Like I'm good. So he says that. He walks up, he's like, can I tell y'all something or ask y'all something or whatever the fuck? He was like, my girlfriend is up there and she turned me on to this band. I was like, I turned my girl on to this band. I've been listening to them since I was in high school. 20 fucking years. And he was like, she moved all the way from Chicago to be here with me. And she thinks that there's no black people. And I turned and said, there are two beautiful black women standing right behind us. Can I get y'all a drink? Do y'all want to walk up to this part? And if y'all want to stand up there with us, stand up there with y'all. Again, see, I've never had to stand with no white person to feel safe. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if he thought that he was. I don't know what he thought.
The better view. It was for the
view was not bad. They're literally 3 feet in front of us.
Okay.
The view wasn't better.
He wanted y'all to party as a crew.
Yeah, and I wasn't gonna let you get my drink. Cause you got to go back there to get it and then come back up. I don't do that.
Yeah,
he seemed nice enough, but we don't do that. So shout out to him.
Oh, shout out to him. That's
shout out
nice.
to him. But the show was fucking phenomenal. I loved it. And I had a really good time.
Because I know you really wanted to go. So
I did.
To see what you did. You guys, we also went to another concert.
Oh, yes.
We was outside, literally outside. We went to Blossom. And we went to the Champagne and Roses tour. Neo, Pleasure P, and Mario. It was quite good. I enjoyed myself. That was real outside activity in months. It was nice. The weather was nice. People was lit. Crowd was lit. Shout out to DJ Step Floss. He did a good. I was saying a couple of songs. You played the wrong part of the song, sir. But you know, it is what it is.
Do something else.
We got like literally. We gotta put more respect on Neo's name when we talk about male R&B artists. He opened up with Closer. And that was the song that I wanted to hear the most. So that was the song that actually made me a Neo fan. Like, because Neo had hits before then, but Closer, man, that was a song.
I can't believe that. I can't believe that that's what did it for you.
No, it was Closer. It was, I don't know.
That whole first album was it for me.
I mean, yeah, but you want to know Usher. I'm telling y'all, the love for Usher is the way I feel about Beyonce. It started off with feeling like that about Usher, but baby, when Sis dropped B-Day, it was over with. It was over with. But yeah, the show was really, really good. Mario had some sound difficulties, problems. Neo and Pleasure P didn't, nor did DJ Step box. Just want to put that out there. So that was weird. But I really like his shiny suit that he had on. I'm going to try to find me a version of. I think I could pull that off. The outfit Mario
Yeah.
had on, not the outfit. I mean, I could pull an all red ensemble off like Pleasure P. No fedora though, because I look like him when I wear fedoras.
Or like
It's
Neo.
just like,
Cause first of all, that's the outfit he had on in Lovers and Friends in Vegas. I'll send you a
the
picture.
red suit.
hmm
Wow.
In Vegas, it was 120 degrees, and when this nigga didn't break a sweat in this 3-piece
He
suit
didn't.
and fedora,
He was
no.
sweating in Cleveland.
But it was
The
cold
humidity is
outside. It was
the
120
humidity is
degrees
different.
in Vegas. 120 in Vegas is fucking nuts for a 3-piece suit and a
Yeah,
fedora.
he done lost his mind.
That nigga is crazy. He is not from here. I can really appreciate artists who really take pride in their craft. Like, I really love watching Neo perform.
Yeah, he
He
did a
is
really,
up
really
there.
good job.
He is fucking up there.
He did a really, really good job. His backup dancers was cold. They were fantastic. They
Yes.
was on point. They ain't miss a beat. I always love when backup dancers actually be getting it, and then they add some of their personal flair to the choreography because they know they doing it so good. And all of his dancers had that, so that was nice to see. It was a fun event, but it's one. Me and the girls link up. So that was a week. So last week when we were streaming, the VMAs were on. I don't really
Mhm.
care about no awards that we're giving out. It's the MTV Music Awards. Like, what?
Yeah. We more
They
so
gave out the
probably
game.
care about the performances.
I didn't even watch none of the performances. I watched when we was streaming. Cardi and Megan came on. I watched it without sound and subtitles. They were a little. Cardi was a little. She wasn't as polished as she usually is when she's performing. So you can tell it had the rush aspect of it. Because I don't feel like MTV already had them on the books to perform before they announced this song. It was probably more so of, oh, I'm on this label. I got this label behind me. We releasing this song. We going the MTV Awards. They hit MTV up. Who is MTV to turn down Cardi B
I don't necessarily believe that neither. That
and Megan Thee Stallion when she making a comeback on the night Nicki Minaj is hosting? Baby, that's ratings through the roof. That's ratings through the roof.
and I can see why they would want to keep that hush hush. But I'm not gonna sit here and act like they just pulled this performance out their ass. You have to set this shit up. It takes time to set something like a performance like that up. Did you not see all the angles of the cameras? That means somebody, like, you have to set that shit up. It didn't just happen when the song dropped. I can tell you that. You have to set that shit
Before.
up.
A week or two before. I'm saying it wasn't something that. No, what I'm saying is, as soon as the MTV sat down and was just like, we're having a Video Music Awards, we're going to give the Vanguard to Shakira, Nicki Minaj is hosting. Who do we want to perform? Cardi B and Megan wasn't on that list
They were
because
on
they
the
wasn't
list.
doing nothing.
They were on the list.
I mean, they were on the list as possibles, but they weren't doing nothing.
No, Jerry, that's what I'm trying to tell you. All this shit is set up. They have
I mean, I know that.
They
I know that.
have the list, period. Before we even knew a song was coming out, they knew that they were performing.
Okay.
They knew the song was coming out. They knew everything. You can't spring some shit like that. Like, it needs to be set up. And the way that shit looked better than the Shakira shit. Now, let's be real. They look like they planned more for the Megan and Cardi shit more than the Shakira shit.
I
No.
was just
The way that they was
Shakira
moving,
lip syncing the whole time. It really bothers me when an artist performs singer, rapper, rock and roll artist. You rarely hear with rock and roll artists, to be honest. When you lip sync the whole entire performance, understand on stages like that, having the backtrack playing, even the whole song, filling in words, people listening to it as different sounds. It's a whole lot going on. You may be entertaining the crowd, doing some stuff, and the music is still going on. I get it. But your whole entire performance, you lip singing, your whole entire performance from start to finish, you're lip singing, and you're Shakira, because it's already bad enough that it's in a different language. I'm just up there.
What? Yo,
this is
you just said
America.
That? Oh my God.
This is America.
You just said that.
This is America. This is
Yo,
America.
we get canceled tonight. I love it.
That's fine. This is America. Sing in English because you know how. It's as bad as that may sound, but you in LA. Now, granted, a lot of people in LA probably, because I think she's a Latina, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so singing in Spanish or whatnot, but.
So what do you think about the people that sing in different languages now that go up here? The J Balvins, the Bad Bunnies, I don't know, even the Afro beats, people from Africa and shit. Let's keep it Latin.
Because they are marketing to their crowd. The people who are buying their music are the people who can understand what they're saying in those different languages.
And us.
I'm not one of those people. Yeah, and us, but Bad Bunny got songs where he is singing in English as the Shakira does. Mm-hmm. Shit, Beyonce got songs with her singing in a different language. I just feel when you're on I know your fans are watching and the people in your country are watching, but they usually translate it for them to understand it in that language anyway. Her performance was boring to me because I didn't understand nothing that she was saying. In the subtitles, it wasn't picking it up, so it's not like I could read along or follow along, and she was lip singing the whole time. So it was just like, this is really just on stage going through the motions. I thought she was about to go to jail. That's what I was thinking the whole performance with Shakira. Beautiful gowns, pretty girl. Beautiful gowns. But shit was getting hot we getting right into it, during the MTV Awards. So apparently somebody who is a part of Nicki Minaj's husband, his name is Kenneth Petty. Somebody in his camp may or may not posted something to their story where they allude to basically like calling Cardi a bitch, shit like that, corny shit like that. May or may not talked about slapping her or something. Not directly saying that he would slap her, but if you read between the lines type shit. And Offset DM'd him, asked him for his location, basically told him that he was a bitch for getting into bitch shit that ain't had nothing to do with them. There was another message that was sent after that, but it told him not to up it either if he really was about that life. So of course, said person in this camp, he's gonna show it to Kenneth Petty, aka Nicki Minaj's sperm donor and babysitter. So of course he's gonna show it to him. So they proceed to be hot because they quote unquote gangsters. They about that life. They street niggas. They're at the studio. Street niggas love it. And dropping some And they proceed to out the studio on the streets of New York and do stakeouts and go live on Instagram to show that they're doing stakeouts and looking for Offset. And Offset at this time is doing a 24-hour stream with
Kai.
Kai on Twitter. I'm sorry, on Twitch. So he's probably texting them this. I'm sorry, Instagram messaging these people laughing at him, just antagonizing them. And then shortly after that, we see him on a jet. And come to find out that jet was taking him to, I think, Colorado, because he was courtside at the Colorado versus Colorado State game. We'll get into that when we get into sports. But it's quite interesting. It's also quite sad when grown men are beefing on the internet. It's different with women, as petty as that sounds, but y'all look so corny. Even Offset looked corny to me, laughing at them talking about these niggas broke. Why you getting off the private jet? Okay, and you slid in their DMs first. It Kenneth didn't say it. One of his homies did. You could have left that alone. If it was really like that, you could have just went hit straight for the head honcho, because you knew it was gonna get back to him anyway. But as Lucky says, Lucky laugh. Everything is a rollout.
Mm-hmm.
Offset has an album coming out.
Who did
Is it coming out next
everybody
week?
involved at this point got an album fucking.
Is it
coming
next
out.
week or 2 weeks from now?
Something like that.
Yeah.
I'm mad about all this shit because again, here go Drake pushing his album back again. You see what happens when dumb shit happens? Then Drake pushes his album.
Yeah.
Because he like, I don't know what the fuck going on, but I don't want it to have nothing to do. Wrap this up before I drop because he needs space.
I do not want another Queen era where whack ass drama and whack ass beef.
Unnecessary shit.
Unnecessary shit. Because of course they've started sneak dissing each other again on Twitter. Nicki and Cardi. Where this overshadows her album. Because that's what happened with Queen, if you ask me. That whole era was just about her beefing with Cardi. And then them getting into the fight at the fashion show. We didn't care nothing about that album, and that album was really, really good. I would have sent Offset some laughing emoji. I don't be understanding why these people on these platforms, they be falling for the okie doke so easily. They be playing right into their hands. You know this man is signed to a label anyway. He ain't really out here trying to be fighting.
I enjoyed the memes.
The memes were funny. The memes are always
The memes are always funny.
The memes are the best thing that comes out of these type of situation.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how you doing a 24-hour stream on Twitch just beefing with niggas in New York? And I think he was in Atlanta. What's your location? You know you're not about to pull up on these. That's the pettiest of the petty. You for what?
Now, everybody else that's listening to this, like first of all, let me also say that it is rumored that Migos, when it comes to the street credibility, and this is all allegedly, they are them niggas. They are them niggas. They've never not been them niggas. And if you're from Atlanta where they grew up and all that, then you already know, don't fuck with these niggas. Like, just don't. Do not. They bout what they talk. Like, now this is all allegedly. but this is the reputation that they already had. Let's know that. So yeah, Offset can be live. Listen to me, live on Twitch for 24 hours, and anything can happen to old boy up where he at. That's not to say that Offset can't send some niggas to where drop your location, and I'm forwarding it like a fucking email through Outlook to everybody up there, whoever I have available, and I'm gonna make sure that you get dealt with. All while you can't put it on me. I'm live streaming on Twitch for 24 fucking hours with the biggest Twitch streamer in the world right now.
Last time I checked, they did 10.5 million.
What the fuck are we talking about? He's at an event. Yes, I will definitely ask you what your location is and send niggas there. If I'm about what I allegedly, just allegedly. If I'm going to play into that
would be the perfect time to do it.
Thank you.
Perfect time to do it. You are.
That's all I'm saying.
In those contexts, and yes, in those absolutely right. Makes sense.
Allegedly.
Look, get these corny niggas out y'all camps that be thirsty to clout chase.
Did you see how happy he was when he arrived at Kai's house? He took out his PS5. He had deodorant, a pack of toothbrushes. Like, he was set. He was set for the sleepover. I thought that it was
dope.
Yes, to see two black men just have a sleepover and just, I don't know, I guess inspire other black nerds to have sleepovers because it's Twitch.
I mean, we do it all the time. It's just most people aren't comfortable with saying that they do it or comfortable with showing it out loud. So that's no different from the cousins linking up back in the day. Like, niggas do shit like that.
I love it
all the time. I'm happy that people like him, or even the dudes who be dancing in the basement, love their videos. It was just like, straight men need to build more of these spaces where it's okay for them to show love and interact with each other, to kind of counter all the hate that they get about it, especially from other women, black women especially.
You know what I absolutely love? When I'm playing like Resurgence or something, and my shit be on mute, but then it's always a nigga on the phone, and I just love listening to niggas on the phone. Cause I don't know what niggas on the phone talk about, but they got the tea. It's real. I love hearing that shit. I was like, damn, y'all be gossiping. Y'all got all the tea on all the fine hoes. They be plotting. They be talking about basketball. It's cute. I love that. Like, I love hearing that.
I be feeling out of the loop sometimes when I be hanging out with I'm gonna start calling them the OGs instead of my homies, because they're older than me and I have more respect for them because they're older than me. So I think I'm gonna start calling them the OGs. It's just like, oh, y'all so straight. I can't relate to this conversation, but hey, I'm one of the niggas. I'm gonna do some oohs and ahs or some shit. No, but you love to see it. It is a beautiful thing. Something that is a beautiful thing. Young Thug's father came out and said that Gunna did not do anything to hinder Young Thug's case or quote unquote kind of like snitching on him, if you can say. He also alluded to that he may not have even agreed to the deal, that his lawyer may or may not have just did it for him.
Who was inquiring?
He was on some radio interview or vlog type something.
I think when it comes to
And
Gunna these
somebody in
days,
the comments asked him about how you feel about Gunna, and then the lady read it, and he made that statement.
I think when it comes to Gunna, no one cares because he basically had Song of the Summer. He had
What you mean?
shut up. He a snitch with Song of the Summer.
I don't think he is snitch though.
I don't think he a snitch either. But in their quote unquote mind, and like
'Cause he got out early.
others have
Big
said,
deal.
we as music listeners, we don't give a fuck about none of that. I know with certain things we do, you say you rape somebody, yeah, we probably will never, R. Kelly, we never listening to your shit again, blah, blah, blah. We'll go up for things like that. But when it comes to things like street
Snitching.
credibility and
especially when most of us ain't even in the street.
right. Most music y'all hope y'all know. Most music consumers are not in the streets, and we don't give a fuck about none of that. I'm not. I'm not in the streets. So I don't give a fuck. I was still listening to Tekashi. I don't give a fuck. What is this? I don't know what none of this stuff is, and clearly he didn't either. That's why he free. He snitched. He free, and he doing whatever it is that he doing.
He legit snitch.
Yeah,
though.
But he still get listens.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's boycotting him. You see what I'm saying? Like, don't care about none of that. This nigga just sold out the what? Somewhere in New York. That fucking arena in New York.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Gunna sold out.
Oh, Gunna. Yeah. He showed up the Barclays Center.
Listen.
It was Barclays Center or Madison Square. One of them.
Listen, whichever one.
Sold it out. That bitch was rocking.
Sold it out.
Bitch was rocking.
Nigga got Song of the Summer. The quote unquote street niggas are still calling him a snitch. Whatever. I don't know what the fuck they listening to anyway. Listen to a nigga in jail. We don't care. Like, just, there's so much music out here that we don't give a fuck what you listen to. Like, but I'm gonna listen to Gunna. Cause Fuck You Mean is my shit. That whole album is
hard.
It's something to repeat for sure.
It is. It definitely is.
Now.
It definitely is. I wish some of the songs were long. I wish all the songs were longer, to be honest. But
yeah.
The album is good.
It's really nice to ride to. Really nice to ride to.
I miss the days when albums was an hour at least. Like these 37 minute to 40.
Did you want to get into new music? Have you heard anything else new?
Only thing I heard was Diddy and Nas.
Okay.
Anybody else drop?
I mean that Drake and SZA song.
I ain't listened to it yet, but we can talk about that because I want to talk about
Child, you can
him
it
playing
can wait.
at Halle Berry's face.
It can wait.
Nas, I would underwhelm for it to be the last album in their 2 trilogies that they've done together. The album was good though. Like I ain't trying to make it seem like it was still good, just like every other album that they made together is.
Yeah.
But this one just didn't. For it to be the last one, it didn't knock hard enough. It left more to be desired. And I feel like when you're doing a final chapter type shit, I want to be fed completely. Even if you do decide to come back out of retirement or work with him again, you making it known that this is your final album. I don't want to feel like you left some of your hardest work in the studio or I got to question stuff. I want to be fed. That's why I can't get with a lot of the people like on last post that were mad that Destiny's Child hasn't given us anything. Destiny's Fulfilled, they fed us. That was a closing album to them saying we did our jobs. We them bitches. We still running that bitch back. We were. They don't have to.
And we can stay on the topic of music, but you had a time on Facebook this past week.
I blocked
Jerry got blocked, y'all, from somebody.
Yeah.
Somebody blocked Jerry.
I like Sexy Red. I ain't saying
over
she like
Sexy
the
Red. Ain't that wild that Jerry out here
I
getting
ain't
blocked over Sexy Red?
like I ain't saying she the baddest thing out here. She's the best rapper out here, but I like that she is extremely authentic about herself. Like this is out here still rocking the same jeans she been rocking probably her whole life. She's
I
still out
can't
here
wait for the
rocking her.
upgrade.
Um,
Please.
I love the fact that she wears glasses. Just like she said, I know I don't have to wear them, but I want to. I like wearing my. When's the last time we seen an artist out here legit rocking glasses? If ever. We both got on glasses. That's dope too. That's dope to see.
I don't need representation for glasses. That's listen, you're not about
I'm
to.
just saying, this she seems fun. Even when the male rappers are around her, and compare them to when they around the other ones. They enjoy being around her, and that's because I feel we all done came across the actual hood bitch, and that's who Sexy Red is. She the chick that's gonna be fucking with all the dope boys. She probably done set some niggas up for the dope boys before, or helped rob them or some shit. She gonna put a gun in her purse. We know bitches like that. It's bitches in the club just like her, and they usually a good time. They usually good vibes. You know, all the time because they gonna get into some shit, but they usually be good vibes, and that's what it seems like she is. But to make a long story short, this young lady made a post attacking her, called her
Attacking her? I don't think the post was attacking her.
The post was basically saying that she don't fuck her and she don't think she all that. And she don't get why other people fuck with her. I'm summing up. And in the comments, when people would comment, because it was telling her like, no, this ain't that. Because she was saying that she was dirty and just some weird shit. And a lot of people in the comments just like, she not that though. Like her music, it ain't the best, but she ain't really talking about the same thing as other female rappers. Sis was calling her everything but the name her mother gave her. But she suggested that Lil' Kim was classy.
Oh, yeah, that's what did it, y'all.
And that's what did it for me. I was like, no, somebody got to call her out on her shit. Because we got to call a thing a thing. Lil' Kim was never referred to as classy back in her day when she was out here being extremely provocative, fucking a nigga that was in a whole relationship and everybody knew about it. She wasn't classy. We call her classy now. We call her classy when she started putting on a little bit more clothes and started being a little less provocative, started being a little more mainstream wearing. I mean, she always wore labels, but doing more of that other stuff where we could put her with classy. But it was just like, she classy compared to Sexy Red? Since when? No, she not. Because you can go listen to some of that stuff coming. You will still gag and feel uncomfortable at some of the bars that she was spitting. In today's climate with how women rappers are so proud to rap about their vagina. We have some back and forth and she blocked me. It is what it is, sis. I wish you the best of luck with your hot plates.
Now check that.
We still talking about music. Did you enjoy PD? Did you enjoy the Love album?
I did enjoy it.
I did too. I gotta revisit it.
Yeah, me too.
To really do like a deep dive into it. But from what I heard, I listened to the whole thing. I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it a lot. I will definitely be playing it. I added a few to my 2023 playlist. Not all of them, just a few that were just undeniable.
I to Justin Bieber.
Yeah, again. And you will stop mispronouncing his name. You will stop mispronouncing his name. Bieber.
Bieber. Justin Bieber. Not Beavers, I know, but
Oh my God.
shout out to him.
I love him.
Because when he in that bag, he be in that bag. When he find that pocket to let me to my fake blackness, I'm here for it. I need a whole R&B album like that again. Need another one.
I be trying to
I will
tell
say,
y'all about Justin Bieber, man. I love him. That
I gotta
Purpose
get
album
some
is still
Travis.
good. That No Sense song with anytime he get with Travis,
Ooh.
hard.
Ooh.
Anything he do with Travis is hard.
Ooh.
Just
Ain't it?
Maria, I'm Drunk. Oh my God. Y'all don't even know Maria, I'm Drunk.
What song was it? Who was on the song?
Shout out to Jazzy on there. I really enjoyed her on Diddy's album. And that is one of Diddy's artists. And she has her own
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
yeah, and she has her own catalog which been smacking already. So I already knew that she was gone. And you know, Diddy is a perfectionist, so he was gonna make her sound the way that she's supposed to sound on his album. Shout out to all
Everybody.
the memes
And this-
from, you know, with the past videos of, you know, him with Keisha Cole in the studio, him with other people in the studio. Hilarious. That's what you need to see. I love that behind the scenes shit because
He bringing that greatness.
he was
out of
like,
people.
"Oh,
He
you don't
always-
want to sing today?" Because Diddy, I feel it. I can feel when people don't want to do what they supposed to do.
Mhm.
I can feel that. Like,
You
let me
can't
know
feel
if you don't want to do this. Let
You
me
can go
know,
home
and
to
we
the state
don't
of time
waste
and money.
nobody's time has to be wasted. I be feeling it, and so yeah.
Now y'all realize
I
what we
love
just
that
said
clip.
about Diddy. Number 16, Reaching with Ty Dolla $ign and
Mhm.
Coco James.
Coco Jones.
Jones. Oh my God. Oh my God. Coco Jones. I could not understand a word they were saying.
Do something else.
They were
What
not
is the
pronouncing
tea?
their
The girls are
words
fighting.
perfect. I know I can't talk because I be slurring at everything, but I'm not singing on the track for people to listen to this over and over. That I was so upset listening to that whole song. I was just like, how did Diddy let this just slide through? Was the vibes that good? So just like, why aren't they pronouncing their words? Why is everything a drag?
Or are they
Or
not
that's the
enunciating?
word. Yeah, like what is going on? Speak clear, speak up. That was really my only.
Man, Jerry said the track number. That shit is nuts.
It really
Hold
bothered
on, let's
me.
see. Hold on.
It really bothered me.
Why is my shit not on the shit? Why is my shit not on the shit? There we go.
Because even I was like, is she saying beaching out? Because that's not reaching. That's not how you pronounce reaching. Where's the R? And I was like, is beaching a word?
This is on purpose. I think this was on purpose. This was done on purpose. It's still doing what it needs to do, though. I ain't gonna hold you. And Ty can't do no wrong. He has done no wrong. He's done zero wrong.
Facts are facts. I can't argue with that. Especially he gonna eat somebody else's song.
Ooh, yeah.
Every time.
Remember him on Scorpion, Drake's album?
Ooh.
Slid all over that fucking album. That second half of that album, he was all through it.
Ooh. What? Ooh. Baby. Yeah, but get into those two albums. Since we're still talking about music, I'm quite sad that little. I don't feel like he's beefing, but that this low caliber of an artist is trying to beef with him. Blueface. Is trying to beef with Little Baby. I remember one time back in Rock was pregnant. Blueface did say that the baby wasn't his; it was Blueface baby. She had went to, I think it was like Philly or something. She said that she had a performance and she was lying. She was just going to fuck Little Baby, you know.
I mean, it's Lil Baby.
Look, I told y'all last week, and I got laughing. Facts gave me hell about it. It's levels to people, and Lil Baby is here, and Blueface is here. You can't be mad at Rock if the hottest rapper in the game want to show her some kind of attention. I'm gonna entertain it too. I don't care. Just off the strength of being GP and we in the same industry. That's just smart. Nigga, why you in your feelings? Because you be doing the same thing. But the reason that we are actually talking about Blueface is because, what's his baby mama's name? Jayla?
Jaden Alexis or something?
Yeah. She finally went off about Blueface, called him a bad father and all kind of shit. Because he finally hooked up with Rock and saw his. And y'all remember the rant that I went on, just like she's worse than him, because ain't nothing worse than a bitch that's gonna be fine with a nigga not being a father. So now all of a sudden, because he to the plate and being a father, being there for his son, now he's a bad father, and you don't like him, you don't want to fuck with him, bitch. Sad. Bitches are sad. But yeah,
I don't listen to none of that. No, because here's my thing.
bitches are sad.
Here's my thing. When this first happened, when he first left Rock to go spend his time with his other baby mama, y'all was like, oh, if Chrisean Rock was smart, she would take this and run with it, use it to capitalize and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, she ain't gonna do that. Why would she do that? He's gonna always be there, period. She's always gonna let him back in. This is why I don't get up in arms about none of that shit.
Definitely can't. Child, she signed to his label.
Then y'all tried to tell me that she was finding God. No, she's not.
She always loved God, y'all.
Right.
This ain't nothing new.
And if she loved God before and still did these things, then what the fuck you? No, like she's still gonna do these things. I don't listen. I'm not gonna pay no more attention to it. I don't subscribe to the shit. I'm glad they're I'm glad he's taking care of his children, even though the one is foraging for food in the pantry, but
the empty pantry.
Mm-hmm. But they both chose to,
Y'all gotta do a better job of choosing your baby daddies and baby mamas. Just putting it out there.
I agree.
But the bar that sparked this beef, quotation marks, is Little Baby. Well, oh my God. Little Baby put 100 up 1,000,000 times. Fuck is a Blueface. So people assume that he was talking about Blueface the rapper and not the Blueface on a $100 bill. Speaking of entertainers interpreting things, Chris, I'm always gonna clap back Brown, was up in arms about
Tinashe.
about a comment that she made when she was being interviewed, that somebody clipped from the interview on TikTok and of course went viral. The announcer gentleman basically asked her, are you embarrassed at the fact that you have a song with R. Kelly and Chris Brown? She basically said, I'm paraphrasing, I'm extremely embarrassed about having a song with R. Kelly. It's cringy. I try not to think about it because just like, oh my God, like I really got a song with Chris Brown. And as she said, that was something that the label really wanted. She didn't want, and she was just like, even at the time I had just signed to the label, and it's even creepier because young. I was like, she said she might have been 20. Of course, we all know that's too early for R. Kelly, but you never know, she was 20. And then she said she brought up her song with Chris Brown. Now, here's where context clues and actually doing your research comes into play. Because her verbiage and how she was talking changed. And she said out her own mouth that her biggest issue with the song with her and Chris Brown is that the fact that her label pushed for her to have Chris Brown on the album. She didn't say anything bad about Chris Brown. She didn't dog Chris Brown, him or his talent. She didn't say that she was embarrassed to be on a track with Chris. She just said that the thing that she didn't like about that song is her label pushed for Chris Brown to be on the song because they felt like it was going to be a big song and a big moment. And she said, like, in that moment, Chris Brown wasn't in his pop bag, and it was a very poppy song. So, of course, blogs and clickbait, they know people don't read. They know Chris Brown just gonna clap and he gonna yak every single time.
Yeah, it was because, of course, as soon as I seen the meme, I was laughing. That shit was hilarious to me. He said, and I quote, name 5 Tinashe songs or die. And he said, everybody dead. You can't even name 5 fucking Tinashe songs. And you know what's crazy? I couldn't. Can you? Can you name 5 Tinashe songs?
Two on, and what's that other one that I really like? It's hard. Johnson. I can't think of the name of it. All right.
You gonna die.
And the last
you did.
I had the name of it.
You did. We all did.
Yeah.
Chris was right.
I mean, fans of her, she do got some really hardcore fans on. You know how she's one of those artists where she got it. She extremely talented, but she is independent. And she has chosen to stay independent for probably after the shit that she had with the label. To me, she's one of those artists that should sign to a label. I'm just putting it out there.
So, let me say this. I watched the whole interview, right? Mm-hmm. I watched the whole interview just to get a sense of the dude that was asking the questions. I wanted to make sure that he was not asking questions in a way to, be messy. You know what I'm saying? So, first of all, I do want to point out the dude's name is Zach Sang or something like that. And they were talking about turning 30, and he does not look like he just turned 30. He does not look like he just turned 30. He looks like he's in his mid 40s. Like,
he does.
He should never tell anyone else that he just turned 30. Do not ever, Zach Sang, if you ever see this, and you probably never will, but I hope you never tell anyone else your true age, because
the girls will be watching.
That was terrible. I never want to. So the way that he formed the question, he just basically in one package question, how do you feel about the songs that you did with R. Kelly and Chris Brown? And that's when she was like, "Oh my God, I can't believe that I have a song with R. Kelly." I know, like it's fucked up, but like she stated, the label, the label, the label, and even with Chris Brown, the label. It's really convenient to have a label to blame shit on, because she really didn't say anything wrong.
She didn't.
All she said was, and I don't even understand why she would feel any type of way about having a song with Chris Brown. Like this is nuts. I'm so sick of the Chris Brown slander. Like, we have to let this shit go.
He's a legend.
I thought because he light skinned, I thought you had your own soundboard over there or something. I didn't know what was going on. I'm like, all right, shit, take it over. But I thought because Chris Brown was light skinned that he would be forgiven by now. I don't know. He might be the darkest light skinned nigga I've ever seen in my life. Like, this, y'all won't let this shit go, and this is nuts to me.
It's because he's his own worst enemy, and it's literally because he would have forgave him with the Rihanna stuff, because Rihanna forgave him. I didn't even know that he wrote Disturbia for.
Oh yeah, I'd be mad too if I wrote Disturbia.
It's the stuff that he did after that we saw play with Karrueche, which I think really put him in a light of, oh, you really right. Is a trash ass right. man, and we never really gonna respect you. Like, sis literally had a restraining order on you, and we pop up on her at like a birthday or some type of event, asking her to like, what's up? Harassing her. Like, so you literally were everything that these women said that you were.
Literally.
So now that you aren't those things, allegedly, it's kind of hard to for us to believe them, because the concrete evidence to show otherwise is there, live and I think that's the biggest thing with Chris Brown, because the music slap,
and the music gon' slap.
But when you have moments like this where you overreact, because if he would have watched the interview like you, or even paid attention to the clip and not just read all the memes and the blogs and stuff, you would have saw that she didn't say nothing about you.
Because the way that the blogs like headlined it, crazy, and that's not
clickbait.
That's not what she meant. She didn't mean it like that. She didn't say that she was embarrassed to have a song with Chris Brown at all. But
clickbait and engagement. They knew people was gonna be arguing in them comments.
And Tinashe needs that for the album, honestly.
Yeah, she do. I'm pretty sure she.
I think it's part of the script. It was part of the notes that, cause dude, the Zach Sang dude, he said, he was like, I have a lot of notes here. I'm like, for Tinashe, like, I'm not. It's a 45-minute fucking interview for Tinashe, and you got a stack of fucking papers. Like, why do you have a stack of fucking papers? I was so confused. And then he still had like a notepad that he was writing on. I'm like, you need all these notes? So then he probably went to her Wikipedia or some shit and was like, oh, you got songs with controversial black people. That's how I took it. And I didn't like that. I never heard of this Zach Sang nigga before in my fucking life. You ever heard of him?
I don't know. No.
And look what he had to use R. Kelly and Chris Brown's name, and Chris Brown with his dark skin, light skin ass is going to respond because he tired of y'all playing with him.
And keep in mind, the Selena Gomez at the VMA is still fresh.
That too. Yeah. That's all in 1 week. That's all in 1 week. All in 1 week.
He was sick of bitches playing on his top.
He ain't do shit. He ain't do nothing.
Minding his own business.
Literally.
Minding his own business. Had a nice interview on Club Shay Shay with Shannon Sharp.
I'm telling you, like, it's crazy. We gotta.
He do be minding his business.
He really, and he just be catching strays. Like, and I don't like that. I don't fuck with the strays that Chris Brown receives. Yeah. I don't fuck with it. And Tinashe, she just dropped the album. She needed this. Zach Sang probably needed this. Everybody needed this. Everybody involved. Chris Brown didn't need this though. He did not.
Chris Brown. I was gonna say I don't know about Chris Brown even.
And I still don't like the fact that Selena Gomez won a VMA off that song that she was featured in the remix. It's giving me the Tim's and Justin Bieber version vibes. I don't like that shit. I don't like it at all. I'm tired of this. I know what it's there for. I know it ultimately helps.
Lazy.
It helps. But it's crazy how Selena Gomez gets a VMA in a category like that. Like, what category was that?
I don't know. I didn't even know she was on a.
Nobody was listening to that. I wasn't listening to that version of the song. I never listened to that version of the song.
Clickbait. The VMAs. Type that look, that sums it up right there. It sums it up right fucking there. So not to circle back to RIPs, because I wanted to talk about this. But we have to circle back to RIPs. RIP to the 1-year-old child whose life was lost. Prayers out to the 3 other small children who are in the hospital. If you guys aren't aware, it was a daycare and 4 of the babies, because they was young, got a hold of fentanyl. And the 1-year-old boy, he died. Father's daycare maybe a week and a half ago. So that is heartbreaking. Like I said, the other 3 were in the hospital last time I heard something about them. They haven't said how the dog got in the daycare. I guess the police are still investigating. I just want to know how kids that small get a hold of it. And 4 of them ingest it. First off, a drug like that, why are you bringing that to? You working at a daycare where you literally have them nap time every 15 minutes if you wanted to, where they just make them sleep all day. You shooting up with fentanyl in your car, in the bathroom, you lacing your weed with it. You smoking, I'm pretty sure fentanyl, it sounds like it's diverse, so you can put it in anything. So it's just like you hitting your crack pipe sprinkled with fentanyl in the parking lot. Like, why is this in a daycare?
When the last time you been to a daycare?
Not since Julia was a child.
Them kids will work your motherfucking nerves.
To the point you need fentanyl, though.
These new age kids might take you there. I don't know. I couldn't deal with them back then. These days, these new kids? Nah, I don't know. Now, I don't justify bringing your drug of choice to work. You might need rehab if you can't just go to work without.
You can't function 8 hours without some fentanyl.
Right, that's crazy.
Like, that's my thing. I understand a middle of the day work break session. I get that. You know, it's your lunch break, you couple of hits, get you through the rest of your work day, because coworkers do be trying and managers do be talking stupid, supervisors do be saying stupid shit to you, and you just be like, I'm just here to work. I get it, but bitch, you know? The kids ain't that bad these days. I mean, I know they bad, but shit, they like tablets. So you give them a tab, you turn on some YouTube.
No,
YouTube don't even distract them no more.
not some of these kids. They
Child.
just bad as fuck. They just, or not even bad. Some of them just traumatized. They just be crying all goddamn day. Like,
Kids
shut
been
up.
crying since the dawn of time.
I can't do no daycare. I used to date somebody who worked at a day. Well, I used to date two chicks that worked at a daycare. Honestly,
That's not exhausting.
at the same time too. Oh my god,
Ooh.
just terrible.
No, that's not exhausting working at
Like
a
the daycares were like down the street from each. Okay, either way. Oh my god, and she used to take my car. I was living reckless. Oh my god.
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
But some of them kids, like, they ain't got decent mothers. You got to deal with the moms. Some of them be coming in there, they don't have no supplies. They ain't got no Pampers. They ain't got no food, no baby food that they supposed to be coming with. They ain't got none of that shit. Some of them, they hair don't be done, so you sit around and you decide to braid their hair because clearly the mama ain't gonna do it. You've been watching this child come in here for the past 10 days with their hair not done, not brushed. It's been in the same little matted up fucking piece of ponytail that they done had for the past 2 weeks, and you just decide to do something about it. Then when you decide to do something about it, they got their finger in your face because they not doing their job. Like, it's just, I know that shit is stressful. I don't want to deal with the public when it comes to their kids, even like teachers. Like, you seen that shit I posted today? And yeah, it was like a meme or something like that. Like this woman was texting her daughter's teacher about the fact that she keeps pulling her into a small group with her to, you know, work on her comprehension or something like that. And then the mom had a problem with it because the child had a problem with it, because the child claimed that she was being pulled in a small group with the other slow kids or something like that. And so that's all that that's how the child seen it. That's what the child reported. And so the mom is trying to check the teacher, and the teacher was like, everybody's in a small group. They're in small rotating groups, and sometimes you have to be in a group with me so that we can work on the things that you're not good in. And that's literally what you're supposed to do. And I guess ironically, but not so ironic enough, the mother couldn't fucking comprehend what the teacher was talking about. I'm like, see, this is where it comes from. This is it.
It always start at home.
This is it. And then I feel like somebody was in my comments trying to defend the mother. And I'm like,
For
oh, so
what?
you one of them too. Listen.
Not for something like that. Not for something like that.
Because the mother was like, well, she's a good reader, blah, blah, blah. She was like, she is. She's an excellent reader. But her comprehension, again,
Of what she's reading.
And I had the same problem. If my assignment is to read, then that's all I'm gonna do. But if you tell me right now that by the time I end up finishing reading this that I have to answer some questions, then let me know that so I can really pay attention. Because if you just want me to read, I can read it. But I don't it's in one ear, in my mouth, out and out the other ear. Like, who gives a fuck?
Remembering the shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nah. But if you really want me to comprehend something, let me know right now that I'm gonna have to write an essay on it. There's discussion questions at the end. Let me know that.
This is why when it comes to tests, when it came to the long answers and the short answers, parts of the quizzes, I read the questions first.
Yeah.
Before I got to reading paragraphs and pages of shit.
Work smart, not hard. We're not reading this. And I'm about to read, and it's even easier now. I wish I could teach kids now how to do this. All you have to do is hit Control F on your keyboard, and you can literally find the word. I do this for school all the time now. You can find the word that you're looking for, and it's going to scan the book, and it's going to show you where that word is. Listen, it's too easy now. I don't know why kids are failing. I don't know why kids are failing. And you're in the technology age. Like you were born in the technology. Y'all should know the shit to do.
They come out the womb knowing it now.
Right. So why don't y'all know how to? I don't know. Either way, maybe that's why I don't need no kids.
Look, I'm team. I love the kids, but fuck them kids. That's just.
I don't think
That's
it's in
just
my future, honestly. I think I need to just let that go. It's not gonna
Mm,
happen.
it can still happen for you.
Nah.
So what's not in our future is Ariana Grande. Shout out to my ponytail. Still being married to her husband. She officially filed for divorce. From his name is Delton. Yeah, after them being married for 2 years. She's going to cut him a check and then go her separate way. Um, I don't pray on people's downfall, especially not a marriage. But I'm so happy that this has happened. Ponytail always give us a fantastic album after she is done with a nigga. Every album that she has, just about every after a breakup or something, like no, especially her latest ones, like, and they're so good. I've been missing my pop white queen, like,
Oh my God.
so I'm happy to hear this news. I miss Pony. Release some perfume. I don't care about that. I don't want to smell like a rich white woman. Like I don't want that in my future.
Speaking of rich white women, Paris Hilton looking good.
Ain't she?
My God, she looked like she has not aged at all. She looks amazing. She looks like time has frozen for her. But continue.
Yeah. Nope. I just wanted to put that out there. But let's talk about another white woman that is in the news.
I love
Yes.
when white women are in the news.
Don't we?
Oh my God.
Aubrey O'Day. Is it O'Day or yes, O'Day?
Yeah, it's her.
From Danny Kane.
Mm-hmm.
The reason I want to talk about this is because that jury was right. And y'all need to be listening to me and Lav, to be honest, when we be talking about this shit, because while we have our different views, we try to stick to the fact, be smart about what we are saying, try not to let emotions get involved.
Yes.
Yeah, but usually when emotions get involved, that's you can really tell the difference. So you guys remember, was it 2 weeks ago or last week? When we
2
were
weeks
talking
ago.
about Diddy giving the masters and stuff, the publishing back to artists.
Mhm.
And we were praising him. And I was just like, I mean, yeah, that's good. But in hindsight, I said they publishing, I didn't say it wasn't worth nothing. I kind of said, trying to say that. And Aubrey, she did a sit down on a pod and she told the truth. And she said the same thing that I said. Like, one, it's not Diddy giving the publishing, it's Sony. So they have nothing to do with it. I also found out that in record label, after having stuff for 35 years, they got to give it back to the artist anyway. I don't know how true that may be.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
It's Bad Boy's 35th anniversary. They might have had to get the shit back off the books anyway. But she basically said that their publishing and stuff is not worth nothing. They offered Danny Kane $900. The check for $900 when they got their publishing back, and they had to sign a NDA. What did I say?
NDA.
Did I say NDA? Oh my God. NDA where they couldn't talk about the situation and they couldn't badmouth Diddy about the situation anymore. $900. Danny Kane.
Well,
And when we heard about this, we were talking Notorious B.I.G. and Faith Evans. Who else was like these random artists? Mace. Like, they're getting crumbs from this publishing if they're offering members $900. And it's so bad that some of the members took the $900.
Well, and let me also say that debunks the whole 35-year thing, because Danity Kane has not been here for 35 years.
That is true.
So, like, I really don't know about that 35-year shit. That don't sound right. I do know that after 75 years after an artist's death, whoever owns the publishing is back out there in the free open air. Like, you can use it until someone else picks it up, and that's a job too. Picks it up and buys the copyright of it. I'm looking at Booker T and the MGs, because people actually sample it a lot more than people think so, and they've been dead for quite some time. But I'm waiting for 75 years.
Start doing your research early so you can find it, get it. That's why you keep your ear to the streets.
Listen, I went to school. Well, I took a free class in like the publishing and shit, copywriting. It was on my my Instagram at one point. Like, I had the whole certificate from Berkeley, because I always wanted to go to Berkeley, but my mom wouldn't let me go to Berkeley. But either way, fuck all this. Unmentionables, or should we get into the rest of the divorces? Because it's a lot.
It's another divorce?
Yeah, come on. We got Jeezy and Jenny May.
Oh, they did.
Yeah.
I didn't really care that much about their marriage.
So Jeezy
I
filed.
didn't think it was gonna last, but he filed a divorce.
Jeezy filed for divorce, and it takes a lot for a man to file for divorce, because it's always usually the woman.
Is it?
Yeah.
It is usually always the
It's
woman.
always the women, according to Kevin Samuels, and that's why we need him, because he be shouting out the stats. 85% of divorces are filed by the women.
All I'm gonna say is,
85%.
once again, I don't pray on people's downfall. We were just talking about a divorce. I didn't see it lasting long, but bitches is crazy.
They are.
I just saw before, when I was waiting on Laugh to wake up, I saw a whole clip of her talking about basically in her past marriages. She didn't realize that, I guess she was a hothead, or that because her husbands didn't call her out on her BS, and Jeezy does.
Mm-hmm.
And she figured it out with him. You ran into a nigga who gonna check you. They may or may not have different views of their life and raising their child, and that's what pushed him to divorce her. He had a prenup.
But they both should have had one at this point. They're both successful. Like, let's not be stupid.
She ain't doing one. She ain't got Jeezy money.
Very true. But even if she wanted to protect, because shit happens. Shit happens. Something could have happened where Jeezy could have been flat the fuck broke, and boom, filed for divorce, and she would have to pay him an alimony. Protect your shit. I hate the fact that all these divorces and separations and shit are happening. I hate that. But I am a fan of the prenuptial agreement at this point, because it's pretty clear that y'all not asking the pertinent. I don't know what's going on with the divorce rate, but it is at 50%. But 85% of it is filed by the women. For Jeezy the snowman. We're talking about Jeezy the snowman here, who just had a child with her, right? Married her.
I think this is first
got
child
on got on bended knee and chose this Chinese bitch. Chose her out of everybody.
2 years
said
later.
Fuck Keisha Cole. Fuck everybody.
2 years
and
later.
said, Jeannie Mae, it's me and you, and we gonna have little Chinese looking babies, and we're gonna be together for the rest of our lives. And he said, after 2 years, he said, fuck this. I would love to know. I hope he write a book. I hope he write another book. I know he has a book already, but I hope he writes another book.
I just feel like people rush into marriages too soon.
I agree.
Rush into marriages and even relationships what happened to dating people and courting people?
Let's stay
Why
there.
are you why are you in a relationship a week after you meet somebody?
Let's stay
6 months after
stay
you meet
there.
somebody?
Let's stay there. What about Tiana and Iman? Because they were together for 10 years and married for 7. If I'm not, or together for 13 and married for 10. Whichever one, they've been together for way too fucking long.
Agreed. But guess what?
They
guess
delivered
what?
babies together in their house, like in their bathroom.
But you know why some things are for a reason, some things are for a season. That post that she posted to check us,
Yes, very classy.
very
Very
classy. And it
classy.
shows that since they took the time to get to know each other, they have no problems with their separation. They are still co-parenting, like nothing happens. Mention that they're going to remain still and are still really good friends. And that's because they built a foundation for their relationship to stand on. Life is hard.
It is.
Being an adult is hard and stressful. Why are you taking on someone's baggage that is new to you? 6 months, a year time of knowing them. Why are you getting married to somebody 3 years you meet them? That don't even sound right. It take you 4 years to get a high school diploma.
And they still can't. They still out here talking about we don't need math. Okay. They give you 4 years of math for a reason.
Like it's y'all still be moving like y'all still date like y'all in high school and in middle school. We had time to waste what we thought we had time to waste then. So dating somebody for a class period and then saying it's my girlfriend or my boyfriend, that was cool. 6 months, that was fine. As a full-blown adult, that everything everybody done went through in their whole entire life within the first year meeting them, let's spend the rest of our lives together. You don't even know this person. And you already made a verbal contract with the Lord or whichever Lord that you follow,
Child,
that you're going to spend the rest of your life.
You signed a business contract with the government.
Man, ain't that insane? Mm-mm. I wish them well. I wish all parties, and shout out to the snowman. Made her sign a prenup and he got out there early.
I seen a lot of people were like, there's no hope in marriage and blah blah blah. Look at all these people getting divorced. I'm like, we don't even know these people. Like I can't base me marrying my woman off some shit I see on TV. I can't do that.
I'm gonna make this a Patreon episode because I got so much shit to say because I'm so sick of you. I'm so fucking sick of you. I'll never find love again. It's over for me. It's pissing the dating pool.
God.
I'm so over you bitter ass people in your 30s talking about your love life is over. You're in your 30s. Go get a therapist and figure out why all the same niggas that you've been fucking and talking to been the same for the last 10 years. And after you do some healing, go out there and look for somebody. It's billions of people on this world, on this planet. Billions. You think you can't find one because your heart been broke 2 or 3 times?
People gotta watch 90 Day Fiance. They find the love all over the world.
It's just it don't make no sense.
And watch Love After Lockup. People finding love in the penitentiary. If that's your thing.
Pen pals.
If that's your thing.
They're writing letters to each other.
Letters. When the last time you had a fucking letter written to you?
When my father was in prison.
Now check that.
Oh, I'm so petty. I'm sorry. Oh, it was right there. I couldn't help myself.
Unmentionables. Lord.
Would you like to go first, or do you want me to go first?
No. You can go first.
Okay, so also I was waiting for Lab to wake up from that glorious nap. I was like, oh, I don't have but I think I had one last week, so I want to keep it going. So I was scrolling on IG, and one of my favorite Cleveland artists just so happened to drop a new single. He dropped it on the 6th. He the next one up in Cleveland. He one of the hardest niggas. Give it up for Newt Franklin with GMFU.
Na 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 na. Running this shit back to home base. Ever since I was a pee-wee, the OGs was fucking with me the long way. Act like you know. Lately, confidence my favorite cologne. Look inside the mirror, I see a glow. Get on nervous talking about my approach. Get my dick out from the back of your throat. Can't respect you cause you mimic the hoes. Think my whole family treated a bid. Ain't no talking, they just spend where you live. Arachnophobic, keep it off of the web. Look, me and Kip were just like Christian and Edge. You fuck with one, the other one on your head. They all double back when you in the black. It's been a minute since I've been left on red. Yeah. I can't let you treat me like I'm typical. Fuck with me and then I'm on you blocking all your miracles. Please stay on your pivot once you find out that I'm pivotal. I'm just too important to be treated so invisible. Got me fucked up, you must got me fucked up. Got me fucked up, you must got me fucked up. Got me fucked up, you must got me fucked up. Got me fucked up, you must got me fucked up. I ain't subscribing to what they be telling. No, I ain't buying that shit they be selling. I've been detaching from all of my feelings, fully embracing my role as the villain. Look for a minute, niggas was talking to me like they memory started to slip. Crazy how when you start leading with love, they try to treat you like some type of bitch. Think I'm a joke? Cool. Flipping the switch and I'm burning this bitch to the flow. If they won't smoke, cool. We smoking on you and your secondhand man for sure. Baby, you old news. You could have been here for forever, but now you a ghost. They get their eyes glued. I love the attention. You know I'ma put on the show. Yeah, little showboat. Watch out, name another one this cold. I doubt it, gat. Gold on my body just like he from NO. Been body, Bambi a rebel. Like Rowdy, get bread on my brain. Like a bounty, I come from a place where it's cloudy, the sun never came. Still be shining like some high beams in this bitch. Still get grimy in this hole. Special treatment needed all. Trauma only made me glow. Can't define me by my lows. Brought my ego through the door. Get enough to serve them all. Gotta treat me like you know. Whoa. Got me fucked up, you must got me fucked up. Got me fucked up, you must got me fucked up. Got me fucked up, you must got me fucked up. Got me fucked up, you must got me fucked up. I can't let you treat me like I'm typical. Fuck with me and intervals. You blocking all your miracles. Please stay on your pivot once you find out that I'm pivotal. I'm just too important to be treated so invisible.
Shout out to Nuke. That was GMFU. The bars are there.
Mm-hmm.
It's the I keep coming back to this, but it's the quality of music.
Mm-hmm.
They care about their craft, and it sounds like it. It feels like it when you hear, and that's why these artists they be the next ones up. You know, it hit different. Laugh, what you got for us?
Shout out to Kip. Kip.
Shout out to Kip.
Kip dropped the whole album,
Hmm.
and I was listening to it today, and I came across something that was real smooth, and I was like, "Nah, this the one." So shout out to Kip Stone on this 66689 Boulevard prequel,
Hmm.
and I'm gonna play 18 the hard way off of that.
Against rap. We're not against rappers, but we are against those thugs.
Hit a point where the air so thin in the sky, niggas can't breathe.
I'ma bathe in the light. I done made a few tweets that you can't see. Treat a win like I lost, beating off my demons, nigga, pause. Hate to be lost in the cause, lost in the sweet baby, rusty 380. Shooter, keep aiming, score, be traded. That's the equation. Fading my flame, I make a wish, baby. X a bitch out forever, erase them. Sip my TPs from ketamine state. We blessed to see ages over 1.8 for propane, 1/5 for that drink. The wisdom my crib can never be wasted. Ancestral vibe, the recipe ancient. Rest in peace, the rest of me vacant. Ego must die, the soul came off of the bench. Bet you grow by talking to him. Broken soul like an orphan led in my thoughts for gold that I'm fostering in. Soft when he spoke in the cut, I won't kill him, but it's best that you know that he far from a bitch. I've been trying to go, man, some moves that had a solo cut for my change, y'all. Bite the bullet like I'm Daffy Duck, but when the game was crooked, I was playing ball. Apocalyptic when the prophet mentioned I will bomb the building, won't save y'all, and I'll take it farther than Moses. Overdose, boy, prognosis, my trademark. I'm brave hard, that slave talk don't resonate. Best to let it fall like a feather, innocence killer when it penetrate. Let it settle in, bet you end up dead from the neck up when it detonate. Real path, like scribble, scrabble, chicken scratch. I had to set the record straight. Count the seconds till we elevate. Prosthetic feelings, I should medicate. Might hit the ceiling when I feel enraged. My vision bigger, didn't fit the cage. Hit the vibe with venom, I resuscitate. Should I get the blicky, you'll go like the sage. Like a mile a minute, mental on you saying. Nigga, mind sprinting, I'm in better shape. I can spit an inch and probably hit it same. 666, 89, what would God say? Keep a dick to your mind, fuck with y'all think. You was acting like a bitch out in broad day. I'm gonna keep it simple this time. 18 the hallway, 666, 89, what would God say? Keep a dick to your mind, fuck with y'all think. You was acting like a bitch out in broad day. You was acting like a bitch out in broad day. You was acting like a bitch out in broad day. Out in broad day. You was acting like a bitch out in. Saying too much and not saying enough is the same to me. Told them to manifest, they don't want living no fantasy. I kept it one from the dribble, so how is you mad at me? Shit ain't no movie, but niggas been acting like family. I hate to tell you, but I never been in no love, boy. I'm in the hills, trying not to look like a mud, boy. Doing the most, feel like it's never enough. Back on the bus, humble as fuck. Not cause I wanna be shit as a must. Sucker for love, sucker for hope. Seconds from ending up back on the dope. Back in the trenches and going for broke. Passion unlimited, matching my energy. Matching, I'm finishing, kid back to stove. Can't even walk down 10-9. Taking the long way to the crib. Shouldn't have sold my baby 9. Fuck. 18 the hallway. 666, 89, what would God say? Keep a dick to your mind, fuck with y'all think. You was acting like a bitch out in broad day. 18 the hallway, 666, 89, what would God say? Keep a dick to your mind, fuck with y'all think. You was acting like a bitch out in broad day. You was acting like a bitch out in broad day.
Jerry, where you at? You still there? What's going on? Well, y'all, I don't know what happened to him. I'm going to just walk us out. This was episode 188 of the Everything and Then Some podcast. Just Jerry. I don't know what happened to him. I am the Lucky Laugh. I don't know what happened to my nigga. Tune in tomorrow for Cold Lunch. I'll let y'all know what time that'll be. You know how that go. Depending on when I get a lunchtime. Yeah, I don't know what happened to him. He done dropped off. Thank y'all for being here. Shout out to everybody in the chat on Twitch, on Kick. Kick was going up today. Shout out to everybody on YouTube. Uncle Fats, I hope to see you next week. Cause he told me at the last second that you wanted to be on. And then we was already late because of my nap. So it was just, this shit was all over the place. So hopefully you can join us next week. Yeah, until next time, guys, go be great.